Hello everyone, Master here, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 8 of my German challenge with the Argentinian Twist. It looks like Club Atletico Patronato, who were from the Argentinian League and placed in 3 Liga, it looks like we have clinched promotion. However, this was at the beginning of the month. I've since played a few games. We are at the end of the month, so I am sitting pretty in first place. How the German football, they do promotion a little bit different. The top 2 teams in the league I'm in, 3 Liga, they get automatic promotion. The third place team has a relegation battle, a 2-game tie with the third from the bottom place team in Bundesliga 2. If the Bundesliga 2 team wins, then they get to stay in the Bundesliga 2. And if this team wins from this 3 Liga, then they get promoted. Last, I did a save already from the 3 Liga, and the last save I did, I actually was in the relegation battle, and I won it the second time I tried it. So it looks like we might clinch the league. I am hoping we do, because it has a bigger purse that comes with winning, and I do need that money. As you can see, we're sitting pretty with 21 wins, 9 draws, and 6 losses. Hopefully, at the end of 38, I'll have that be 23 wins, but hey, it is what it is. As long as I win the league, I am going to be perfectly happy. I wouldn't even mind dropping down a second place, but I'm going to have to go on a 2-game losing streak, and Magdeburg's going to have to win 2 to even come close, and then they still wouldn't do it. So it looks like I will go ahead and get promoted. Thank goodness. I'm going to show you briefly here on my finances, but actually, no, I'm doing voiceover, remember, so I'm going to be covering the games I just played for the month. I drew 2, won 1, and I lost 1. Not the greatest month, but I did experiment with some other players and letting some people get some game time towards the end of the season here, because I'm pretty sure I'll win the league. Yeah, my finances, it says I'm in the green, I'm in the green currently. It looked like I wasn't, but just barely hanging on there. I'm just not getting shirt sales. I mean, I have some young, talented players. It's just they're not German stars yet, so hopefully that will change next season. Hopefully everything will change. Wage cost, that's not going to change. That's going to go up a little bit, and not much I can do on that one. It is what it is, though. It looks like I will complete the majority of my objectives. The brand exposure. I am so happy. I was 3-10, if you remember, at one point, and I was worried about not getting that objective complete. And I have 1 home game left, and if we sell out, we'll get it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the videos here, and I will let you watch the highlights, and I'll catch you here in just a bit. Have a good one.
Now this looks promising. Got his shot off now.
Alright everybody, I wanted to briefly show you the scouts that I have been using all season. Jaden Backer is a Netherlands scout. He's a 2-2 star scout. He's found me a few really good players. He's not having much luck in Finland. Now Albert, he has been a 2-3 scout from Germany. He has been creating wonders for me in New Zealand. Some of the players he's found for me at a 2-3 scout, I tell you what, New Zealand has been a hot spot. And this guy is the superstar of scouts right now. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and show you this month's scouting report. Let's start with Mr. Backer here. He hasn't had a very good scouting performance from Finland, but looks like it's continuing. Like I said, I don't think it matters what scout you have from Finland, because it's really, really hard to find good players from this country. But let's see what Mr. Kaiser brought me back. Only found 2 players, but you know what? It looks like, Mr. Sam, I tell you what, we'll come back to him. Mr. Joe White, yep, there we go, another one. He's found another player for me from New Zealand, and you know what? 70-94 potential. We'll give you a shot, Mr. Sam. You're still young, so we see how you develop. All right, we're going to check out the current players in my youth academy. There's one I just signed, 93 potential. I'm hoping he stays towards the high end. As with a lot of these players, their potential rises and drops according to random statistics. I don't know how they really do it. The good news is quite a few of mine are sticking at that 94 high end range. So that's going to be really good. Now, Lewis, I know I've been making fun of his name, but I tell you what, I'm probably going to have at least an exciting prospect. So I'm hoping that he's going to stay at that 94 end, and we're going to turn him into has potential to be special, because I really do need a youth academy attacking forward, and he would be the perfect one. As a matter of fact, I think he's the only one that I have in my youth academy. So, I'm going to have to try to find some more strikers, but in the meantime, I have a good one with Lewis. A few of these guys have dropped. He's the only finished player that my scouts have found, and you know what? I'll take it. If I get 2 out of the 6 months, and I've done something really well. It looks like I have another exciting prospect potential here. This guy. Once again, I have a few too many RMs. I'm hoping they can play. Oh, there's the green face guy. Look at him. And Patrick Meyer. I actually had a friend in high school named Patrick Meyer. That's kind of funny. And my only left back. Now, this kid, some of these players, like I said, I'm going to promote all of them. This guy here has increased yet again, and he's pretty much staying at that potential. So I'm thinking he's going to be showing great potential for me at least. Okay, I've been ranting and raving about these stats changing, and I tell you what, this kid had a lot of 94s, and I don't mind it going down a little. But look at last episode, his standing tackle I know was 94. It's just, I don't understand why they dropped so drastically over a month. What, did the kid break his leg or something? I mean, what is going on here? But anyway, getting back to some of my players, I will promote every one of these. I try to keep them in here as long as I can. However, at the beginning of the next season, I will promote some of the older ones just to kind of free up some space, because hopefully I'll have a couple more players moving on anyway. I know I'll have Balboa and a couple other guys that I'm going to get rid of, so I will have a couple openings. I don't like to have a huge team because it's hard to get them to sub in and get some playing time that way, and it's just easier to keep a smaller team, but I still need to be competitive. So anyway, in the meantime, guys, oh yeah, Mr. Balboa, he sent me a transfer request because I wasn't playing him. He was mad. So I started him in a game, and he's evidently happy now, much happier now. So it's funny, he was actually, he had a very unhappy status for 2 months, and I just thought it was funny. And now look at that, he's content. Oh boy, come on FIFA, change this, man, what's going on? But anyway, regardless, he is 24, and that's a little bit past age I want to get rid of him. And there's a couple players I'm going to get rid of. Now Gonzalez, he's actually having a fairly good season for me, and I might keep him for another half a season and see how he does. But like I said, once they hit a certain age, I do want to get rid of him. Mr. Contreras there is 26, so I'm going to get rid of him regardless. He's reached his peak for me, and it's time to go. And Balboa, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him too. So, like I said, I want to give some starting positions open up for some of these other youth academy players. But, we'll see how it goes at the beginning of this season. Now, coming up, I have 2 more games for the next month. I'm going to show you a full game episode, and I'm going to go ahead and do the season wrap-up instead of creating a separate episode. So I will have 1 more episode left in this season, and then hopefully you guys will tune in for me for next season and see how we do in Bundesliga 2. That is, if we get promoted, we should. So I'm hoping we do. But anyway, people, I want to really appreciate the support and you watching these videos. And hopefully you're enjoying this season as much as I enjoyed learning how to create videos. And I'm still making some errors, but it will get really better, especially next season. So anyway, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you at the last episode next time I post. Thanks, guys.